For today's cup of coffee with Scream, I may and I may not have the microphone issue corrected. Maybe not. I don't know. It
Possibly,
has
maybe.
been one of those. They didn't tell me that it was hail day. I missed the memo. It started at before 7 o'clock this morning. Mm-hmm. And it was just one of those, I was in some kind of fugue state. I've embarrassed myself in Chattaria.
It wasn't that bad.
I was over there talking to Janice Phillips, and she's like, War Honey. I'm like, is Robert running late today? And she's like, no, it's you. And I'm like, oh, God. Oh, God. I need coffee. Vast amounts of coffee. No, I mean, I did ask as far as the time, and she's like, no, honey, it's you.
Did she say that? Or was she like, no, honey, it's a little bit early. It's just early.
No, she explained that it was my mistake. I had no problem with what she said or how she said it.
Okay.
It was just one of those, and I'm like, oh, God. And so then we had gotten people from Chattaria. I haven't listened to Robert for the thing for today, which was May the 6th, because I figured that it's like, pray for her. She's having a day. Please pray for her. Which I needed it. But I had new people from Chattaria. Welcome, guys.
Yeah.
Welcome. And then it was a matter of, oh, God, what was it? Omega was here.
Yeah.
Before 9 o'clock. That's the reason I didn't get to go back and watch Robert. Because the horse something had spooked it, and it had gotten caught in the wove wire.
Yeah, it broke the fence, and it got caught in it. And so he had to get there. He had to get there pretty quickly.
Yeah. And so then it was a matter of nurse. Yeah, well, this was 2 hours later. It's like when you finally woke up and
you could have woke me up because he needed my help for 2 hours
doing stuff, because it was a matter of then talking to the nurse about my mother's antibiotic because she got infection, and it's just like, oh God. And it's just like at some point, like I said, I felt like I have been in this weird fugue state all day long. And so we went on a medication run.
Everything is fine.
We went on a medication run and all that stuff that we needed to do. And it's like, I don't feel like cooking. And so local pizza place. And it's like, okay. And so when they gave me the total, I was like, what?
It's $73.
Oh my God.
And it's like, what the fuck?
But it was funny.
$73 for a sandwich, a pizza, and some cheese sticks and some
wings. It was the wings.
But
it was the wings.
No, their prices are too fucking high.
But it was weird because I had asked them. I said, "Do you all have subs?" And they said yes. And I said, "I would like to have an Italian sub." Well, the kind that we have is submarine.
Yeah, we got a submarine sub.
A submarine sub, and I thought, oh God,
it's a submarine.
Oh God. Submarine. And it was like, but honestly, that was one of the best subs that I've had in years.
That's the ironic part. We all live in a yellow submarine.
And then it was somehow I went into this mode, and it did freak me out of the Vietnam era. State. Well, that too, but the Vietnam era music.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh God, that ain't good. That is not good. Especially when it comes from left field like that. There's always something that I'm picking up on something somewhere. And then I had forgotten to take my Stratera. I realized that when I started getting the brain zaps. That's not supposed to happen with Stratera.
Right. Oof.
And then I had the epiphany because Kid had one of those American Girl dolls.
Yeah.
It wasn't Chucky that was possessed. It was the American Girl dolls because they were the genesis of the Karens.
Yeah, they are the Karen dolls.
Oh God!
Along with Lamely and all those other ones, and then they got to Barbie.
But what was weird was when he was working on it, because he restores these things, I'm like, are you painting its eyes black? And they were like that naturally.
Yeah, you want me to go get her so you can see her in the light? We can do it live.
Fuck
it! We'll do it live! Come on.
And so then it was I don't know how it got around to Eraserhead. but a lot of times things will circle around to erase her head. And things that people could hear from our front porch because it's quite amusing.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
But it
with
was
the, song.
the lady with the cheeks.
Yes.
The cheeks. In heaven, everything is fine. In heaven, everything is fine. You got your good things. I've got mine. In heaven, everything is fine. In heaven. What?
That's
what?
one of his favorite scenes. As you can tell.
Yeah.
Don't you wish you were our neighbors?
Absurd.
Don't you wish that you lived next to us?
It's fucking absurd.
Because we
live in the holler of wayward people.
Yeah, they say. The meth heads don't care.
They don't care. They're doing it in their heads.
They just need a theater. The front porch is our theater. It's our theater. It's our prayer room. It's everything. It's a spawning ground for any kind of animal. It's feeding ground for any kind of animal. I don't know if they spawn, and I don't want to go out and look on that.
I'm waiting for those mythical rat creature things to pop up on our porch. I'm waiting for a lot of cryptids to show up at some point.
We've had to make provisions, plans in case skunks. We haven't had an encounter with the skunk yet. We don't want an encounter with the skunk, but for a couple of nights, a week or so ago, there was essence of skunk.
Yeah.
It's bad.
It was real bad.
You can't trap one of those. Well, you could, but then what are you going to do?
You can do a lot of things with it.
No, you can't. There is no stick long enough.
You can actually get their scent glands removed.
Oh, God.
You can.
Oh, God. It was a matter of... Omega is the go-to provision on. It's like, hey, we got a problem here. Help.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, yeah, I've had to deal with that before. You do it like this. And it's like, oh, okay. Everybody needs a friend like Omega. They really do.
Yeah. I had to go help him with the fence.
Mm-hmm.
That barbed wire will eat you. And he told me, for some reason, people around here call it bob wire.
They do.
And I'm like, it's barb.
It is barbed wire, but the way that they pronounce it is barbed wire.
It's barb.
It's
barbed wire. Him and I both were like, it's barbed wire.
It's barbed wire.
Because it's got the barbs.
You didn't know what a sprawl was.
No.
Mountain
what the fuck is that?
It's a gravel. It's like
it's
going through and kid, a pebble. Nobody says it's a pebble in your tire. Nobody around here says that. They will throw your ass out of town. They will ride you out on a rail.
You got a rock in your tire. How about that?
It's a sprawl. It's that was one of the things that it was called when you had the small-ish gravels, and I don't know if that's determined by the diameter of the stone. I don't know. But it was, when I was growing up, they called them sprawls.
Okay. You got a rock in your tire.
Because this road at one time was not paved. It's barely paved now. And what they would do, they would put a little bit of tar, and then they would, as far as the sprawls, it was just the loose gravel, small ones. I don't know if that's necessarily good for the tires, but the random ginormous potholes are not good for the tires either.
Have you ever had there's no way that pothole looked at my tire and said, have you ever been swallowed up?
You're really, God. I think that's everywhere. It's not just these back roads. It was just, yeah. And
something weird happened earlier. It's like sitting here about to watch iDubbbz, and I look out the window, look at the trees, and I got flashback of Dream, and I'm like, oh shit.
Which dream? Was that the one
where the
UFO
dream? And I'm like, oh shit.
I didn't know if that was the one where you had dreamed the world was breaking apart and it was colors.
That was
or
it.
What. Oh.
It led into that.
Oh.
And I'm like, shit.
Oh.
Shit.
Well, that was like over on
Except
X.
there's no black car at the end of our driveway yet, so.
Yeah, well, we'll wait for that. Was it the Men in Black?
No.
And they come to issue it in?
No, it was someone else.
Okay.
Phil was parked right above it.
Okay.
Omega. Bleep that out.
I can't because there's no do-overs with us. There's no room for editing. There's no room.
There
no
is.
room.
You're just the one.
God. But it was Robert over on X. God love him. He was trying to help me, and it's like, because I had asked him. I said, "Am I going to make it through this Saturn return?" And he had sent me a gift, and it was a matter, and I don't remember which one of the Rocky movies that it was, but it was Rocky training with Apollo Creed. I loved the character of Apollo Creed. He was awesome. Mm-hmm. And he's like, guess the music. And I'm like, gonna fly now. It's because no man wants to be left behind. And it's the fact, it's like, are we going to be raptured? And he's like, no, it was Eye of the Tiger by Survivor. You're a survivor.
I could have told you that.
And it's like, but that scene, I looked it up. And I'm like, I'm a Libra rising. I will complicate an ice cube. And mix that with the Virgo bits. And it's like,
and so you will pick it to death.
I will pick myself like that. It's just every microscope. And I have others that help me. Others.
I don't.
Oh. So it's like I have been in basically a fugue state all day, and they've left me there. They left me there.
Who is they? Who is they?
And it's just like I had, even as far as, now Kid did do the artwork on our backdrop today.
The avatars.
And the avatars, which would be great at some point if we could ever get to where they moved and stuff. That would be awesome.
You want me to make you a wiggler?
What?
Yeah. It's a wiggler.
Okay.
They just sort of go from side to side and constantly.
No.
I'll show you what a wiggler...
That's just annoying.
Look up Nick...
That's a meth head. That's somebody tweaking.
I'll show you Nicholas Diorio. He has a Pope one. He has a Pope wiggler. He has a cop wiggler. He has basically a wiggler of him in almost any costume you can think of.
We have dreams of someday expanding as far as capabilities with what we can do. We do. I do. Mm-hmm. Hell, I'm just trying to get my microphone not to sound like ballpark. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But anyhow, he did draw these, and they're wonderful. So I'm appreciative of his talent.
I need to redo yours because that weird little fucking fuzzy halo around it. It's like...
There's nothing wrong with that. It's a hoodie.
Having that weird fuzzy, stupid... transparent thing that's not even supposed to be there, that's not good. The hoodie's not supposed to extend 5 feet from your head.
It's black on black. Have you seen me in a hoodie?
I looked at it. It's not supposed to look like that.
Nobody but you would notice that, seriously.
Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit.
Oh, no. Let me tell you something. Anybody that would nitpick on something like that with that amazing artwork, they need to be bitch slapped real swift.
That's like the anatomy on the rabbit one on mine. Do you look at those arms? Those look like ass.
No, they just look like little skinny anime arms.
They look like ass.
It's little skinny anime arms. That's just what it is.
They're too skinny.
But I actually was looking at some of the other...
Toothpicks.
The mics like he's got, and you've got a, what is it?
Huh?
It was a Yeti.
Yeah, it's a Blue Yeti.
Blue Yeti. I'm using the Blue Snowball.
Uh-huh.
We need to get you a windscreen on yours. Not that it matters that much, but we do. Mine's not necessarily the P's, it's the S's.
Well, there's nothing you can really do about that.
Because it's the shape of my face.
It's how we pronounce. It's not the shape of your face. It's how stuff is pronounced.
Well,
it's just the fact that S's are just sharp anyway.
When I was in radio and was honestly trying to tone down the accent because they kind of expect more of you because you're supposed to be a professional.
Uh-huh.
And when you have headphones on and you're going, oh, God, I sound like that. Oh, God. The B's and the S's. And that is one of the things about mountain speak and southern people and stuff like that. There are certain words that you're never going to get us to. We just can't.
Yeah, it's just, it is in us.
Mm-hmm. The me and the B, and it comes out as a long E. It's just how it is.
E.
But with the S's, there's not a whole hell lot you can do with that except
Shit.
the windscreen.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah. But it has been just day. Oh.
Yeah.
But at least we finally have some sunshine. I did take my medication. It was late, but I did take the medication.
Shower me with good times.
And it's like, Strattera, I need to call somebody and ask them about that. It's like, Strattera's not supposed to cause the brain zaps. Why does it do it on me?
Do you know your history with medication?
Yeah, well. Well, it's like Joe Schmo suggested that I get some Peruvian flake cocaine at one point.
That's a joke.
That's a little bit out of my, pay grade.
That's that high dollar cocaine. Who got money for that?
I never have tried my methylene blue. I think I'm kind of afraid to. I don't know.
That's what I think you're afraid of it too.
Yeah. It's like, I did the cheap stuff. I don't know why I'm afraid of the good stuff. Roseanne Barr took it and it didn't hurt her.
Right.
So I'm tomorrow
you took
morning.
The Brain Force and without knowing.
Oh, the Brain
much.
Force was great.
Yeah.
It really was a good product.
So?
No, Alex Jones is not paying us anything. He ain't got nothing to pay nobody. He ain't got a nickel that he could throw at our direction at this point. He's trying to pay the lawyers.
Yeah, but his shit's way up there anyway. It's way fucking expensive.
It is expensive, but honestly, the products that I have gotten from him have been good.
I mean, I get
they were
that.
good quality.
Like, damn. $50 for a bottle of 30 pills?
Yeah. I think it was. No, I'll take it back. It was not that much. I would not have paid that much for it. It was on sale.
So out of sale, it's $50 for a bottle of 30.
Yeah, that's why you wait for those. And I got it with free shipping too. And I will say that I have, I can't remember, I think I ordered a shirt one time and had some kind of problem with the website, and so had to call the people. And they were extremely nice.
That's good.
Quality humans. They tried. The problem was resolved.
Mm-hmm.
There are quality humans out there. Be a quality human. Choose to be a quality human.
Yes.
We've got our quota of shitheads right now. Yeah.
I'm not always a quality human online, but you know what? I do try.
Oh, if you're in a fugue state, God love you. Let us know. We'll pray for you. If you've got a friend who's in a fugue state, help them. Don't let them flounder.
You know the day that I had to go to Walmart and all that, when I came back with the fabrics and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Fugue state all day. It's completely just not in, fully in this reality. Yeah.
The energy has been, and it's like, I have gone round the bend trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Is it the planetary alignment? Is it the fact that we have had so much sickness that we've constantly been pulled and twisted like saltwater taffy in all directions by different peoples? And it could be just combination. It could be something that's totally unknown.
Multiple choice. And then the last choice is all of the above?
Yes. I think that's what it is. So, do you want to be our neighbor? Do you want to be our neighbor?
Join us.
Mm-hmm.
Join us.
You two could hear the random porch screams.
Heaven, everything is fine. In heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People usually leave us alone. This is why. Everybody's having paranormal and supernatural.
I would like the neighbor to come over and be like, "Hi, how y'all doing?"
And it'd be like, "Hi, nice to meet you. Go home."
No,
it depends. Honestly,
if they're good quality people, I try to befriend them.
Well, I have nothing to do with that. It's just that for a couple of years now, our social battery runs down so quickly.
That is
and
true.
it's nothing against anybody.
And it's a matter of like literally about an hour and you're already done with it.
It's just exhausted.
Yeah. That's how it's been.
Like I said, it has nothing to do with anybody. It's just, and we're not the only ones.
No, we're not the only ones dealing with it. There's I think that is part of the planetary stuff, and people are just sort of being plucked out of socializing.
Yeah. And that's really sad because youngest kid and I, as far as going out with people, and we used to do that, and then we would go places and talk to people for extended periods of time and stuff. And for, a couple of years now, just can't.
Yeah, I can barely stand being in a call for about 30 minutes with my friends.
Just exhausted.
Yeah.
Just absolutely, and it just... So, pray for us. Pray for us. All the time.
Mm-hmm.
You want to tell the people so where you can be found?
You can find us on BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube at Rolanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Also check her out on X, previously known as Twitter, at Rolanda COCWS. You can check me out on there too, Zombini Alien.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining us. Have a good... Oh, I'm cramping.
And I never know. As far as...
Fuck, why'd that just start? Oh, no.
The audio quality until I start editing. Because this is spontaneous.
Combustion?
Yes. There are no do-overs. There are no do-overs.
Yeah, no.
So that's the reason it's like, why did she upload it and it sounded like that? Because it's what we had. We gave all.
Yeah.
Know that you are...
We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
No. Know that you are loved. Treat other people the way you would like to be treated. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Yeah.
Bye.
With a hearty ho-ho from the throat of the sea, a band of pirates, wild and free. The sails unfurl as the winds command, a notorious crew with the world in their hands. The horizon calls with tales untold.